All right. So, hi, good evening, Bowling. Welcome to our class, LMS BIP AK3B. Again, for this evening, I'll be your teacher, Miss Cha of Alaska English. All right. So, if you could still remember what we did last time, we were able to talk about you and your family and what are the responsibilities of each family member. We also tackled that when it comes to daily routine, it's very important that everyone in the family is included or involved in it. In that way, everyone is, right, having their sort of responsibility. Now, also last time, teacher explained the difference when we talk about AM and PM, right? I told you before that the only thing that you need to remember when we say AM, so that is morning, all right, meaning before midday, all right? Midday, on the other hand, is 12 p.m., right? And then when we say afternoon, all right, that's supposedly after midday, okay, until the evening, right? So also last time, this was your homework. All right. So Tweeman and I was able to tackle this one. All right. But since you weren't here yesterday, I think you were busy yesterday. So we are going to have this activity. All right. In this activity, Bowling, what you're going to do is you're going to make a question. When does, all right, we're going to use the question word when because we are asking for a certain moment. Is it before school or after school? Okay. Also, take note regarding the appropriate pronoun, which are you going to use based on the picture? And then also take note that whenever you are using a verb in a question form, always make sure that it's in the verb is in original form or the base form, meaning no s, no ed, no ing, the original word. Okay. So in here, like for example, in number one, all right, we could have an example like in here in number one, we say, when does, all right, here, when does he make his bed? All right. How can you answer this question? When does he make his bed? Hmm.
He makes his bed before school.
Okay. He makes his bed before school. Now, how about in number two? How can you make question and answer? Number two,
When does she make
when does?
he
Number two is, can you make a guess? When does she
walk
walk
dog?
her dog, right? When does she walk her dog? The answer is
She walk her
she walks.
she
She
walks
walks
she walks her
her
dog
dog
her dog
before
before school.
before school. Okay. Next one. How about number three?
When does he
How about number three?
when does he
He do
he do his
His laundry.
laundry.
Okay.
He make he
He
he do
does
he does his laundry
he does
for
his
school.
laundry before school. Okay, that's a good one. Moving into number 4. How about in number 4? Baoling. When
Was
does
when those she said the she set the table.
All right. When does she set the table? Correct. She set the table. When does she set the table? The answer is
She set the table.
she sets, right? She sets
She set the
the table
table
after
after school.
after school. Very good. How about in number 5? When
When
does
those he ma- he
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 clean
he cleaned
his
his room.
room? Okay. When does he clean his room?
He cleaned his room.
He cleans
He cleans his room after school.
after school. Good job. And the last one is when
Was the
does
windows was windows she was wash the dishes.
when does she wash the dishes? Mm,
She washed
she
the
washes
she washes the dishes after school.
after school. Okay. All right. So please take a note that teacher, why we are saying walks, makes, does, sets, cleans, washes. All right. If you are going to analyze bowling, it is because our question form we are asking regarding a present situation, present tense. Okay. When does, okay. All right. That's why our verb should be in a present form. But teacher, why are we adding s or es to the end of the word? It is because we are using the pronoun he and she, right? She walks, he does, she sets, he cleans, she washes. Okay, Baoling?
Yes.
All right. Now, I want you to tell teacher, how about you? Can you share to me what are your activities before school? This time, the since I takes a plural verb, this time we don't put an s. I make the bed, I set the table, I clean my room because we are using the pronoun I. If I may ask Baoling, what are your activities or your chores when we talk about before school?
I
What do you usually do?
make a bed.
I make
I make my bed.
my bed. All right. What else?
I
I
I set the table.
sorry. I
Set the
I set the table. Mm. And what else? I make my bed, I set the table. Is there anything else that you do or after school already?
After school.
Okay, now we move to after school. All right. So how about what are your activities when we talk about after school or let's say afternoon activities?
I wash the dishes.
I wash the dishes. What else?
I folding clothing.
Sorry,
I folding clothing.
I fold. I fold
Fold.
the clothes. Mm.
I sweep the floor.
I sweep the floor.
I clean my room.
I sweep the floor. I clean my room. Okay. All right. So with this, is this your final activity at home? Wash the dishes, fold the clothes, sweep the floor, and clean your room. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So thank you for sharing your activities before and after school. Sadly, Bowling for this evening, it's gonna be you and me. I was told that Tuiman is on a camping tonight, so we are going to study for only half an hour. Okay? So in here as well, another is with this, but we already tackled this one. I know for a fact that you're a bit advanced when it comes to vocabulary about household chores. We also learned the following vocabulary, such as, can you read number one?
Sweep the floor.
Sweep the floor,
Take out the garbage.
take out the garbage,
Clean the bathroom.
clean the bathroom,
Wash the car.
wash the car,
Vacuum the carpet.
vacuum the carpet, and
Water the plants.
water the plant. So again, so we are already done on using this certain kind of vocabulary, but this time, all right. So a while ago, what we did is we make a question form, right? When does, all right, and then a certain activity, because we are seeking for a specific moment. Now, what we're going to do, Bowling, for this evening is that we are going to use, all right, the adverb of time. Okay? Or also known in English, we call them the adverbs of frequency. Teacher, what do you mean by adverbs of frequency? When we talk about adverb of frequency in English, it refers or it answers the question, how often? All right? It's like how many times? Okay? Take a look at the example of the frequency words. We have always, meaning all the time. 4 out of 4, you are doing it. See? You usually, it's like, it's like 80%. Let's say 3 out of 4. Sometimes, okay, 50-50, right? It's like 2/4. And when we say never, it's like, never, it's like it's impossible. You haven't done it. All right. It's like 0/4 on the rank. Now, what you're going to do here is you're going to tell teacher, all right, you're going to tell teacher how often they do certain activities by using the vocabulary and of course analyzing how often by means of analyzing the chart. Okay, let's give it a try. For example, in number one, how can you make a sentence for picture number one?
I
I
always sweep the floor.
I always sweep the floor. Okay, how about in number two?
I usually
I usually
I usually take out the garbage.
Take out the garbage. Okay, next one. Number 3.
I sometimes clean the bathroom.
I sometimes clean the bathroom. Number 4.
I never wash the car.
I never wash the car. 5.
I I always vacuum the carpet.
I always vacuum the carpet. And number 6.
I I sometimes water the plants.
I sometimes water the plants. Okay. Also, by the way, Baoling, when we talk about the adverbs of frequency, please take note that they are always put before the verb, okay? Before the verb. See, always, this is the verb, swift. Usually, all right, adverb, verb, adverb, verb. Okay, it comes before the verb, right? We don't say I clean sometimes the bathroom. That is wrong. It should be I sometimes clean the bathroom. How about if I'm going to ask you, can you share with me what are the activities that you always do at home? I always. How about using always? Baoling.
I always
I always.
I always vac
I
I
always.
I always put in clothes.
Sorry. I
Put
always.
clothes.
I always fold clothes. All right. What else? What else? I always fold the clothes. How about using usually? Usually.
I usually vacuum the carpet.
I usually vacuum the carpet. And how about sometimes?
I sometimes
I sometimes.
I sometimes set the table.
I sometimes set the table. How about never?
I never I never laundry.
I never
Do the laundry.
Wow. Okay, you're so lucky. All right. Anyway, so that's it for our adverbs. What do we call them again? Baoling, we call them adverbs of. Can you read it for me?
Hours of
Adverbs of frequency.
frequency.
Again, when we say adverbs of frequency or adverbs of time, it answers the question how.
How often?
How often? Is it how many times? Okay. Now with this one, how about we move on to this activity? All right. So here, like in this one. Okay. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to analyze this one. So we have another chart. So let's make it bigger so it's easy to analyze. Okay, there you go. So how about with this? What are her chores? Okay, and then of course you are always going to analyze it based on the frequency again. Number 1, if I'm going to ask you, picture number 5. Bowling, what are or what is, because we are going to use it's only one, 5 only. What is his chore? Picture number 5.
He's he he always
Always.
sweep the floor,
He always vacuum
vacuum the carpet.
vacuum the carpet. Okay. How about in number 1?
He
What
she
is her chore? She always
she always sweep the floor.
she always sweep the floor. Okay, very good. She always sweep the floor. How about in number 6? What is his chore?
He he never water the plant.
All right. Oh, with this one. By the way, we forgot. We are using the pronouns he and she. All right, Bowling, it's gonna be she always sweeps the floor. He always vacuums the carpet. Remember, the pronoun is he and she already, okay? How about number 6? How can you make sentence for this one?
He never plants
He never
water
waters. Now we
water
add s. He never waters
waters the plant.
the plants. How about in picture number 4?
He he ne he
Mm. He
he usually
very good,
he usually wa wash the
washes.
car washes the car.
All right. Again, we are using with es and s because of the pronoun he and she, right? How about in picture number 2?
He's
She
she
never
never take takes out the garbage.
very good takes out the garbage. Excellent. And number 3, Bowling, the last one.
She she sometimes cleans
Cleans
the bathroom.
cleans the bathroom. Okay, very good. She sometimes cleans the bathroom. Okay, with this one, Baoling, sadly, the more I want to continue, but sadly, time's up already. As what I've said, sadly, Tweeman is a bit busy for tonight, so meaning we are just going to study for half an hour. So for next meeting, which is next week, please expect that we're going to have some sort of reading and comprehension about a story, and we are going to have an introduction about lesson 4, farm chores. Okay, but also just for you to have an idea with this one in here, okay, this will be your homework. I want you to tell me what are her chores. Okay,
Yeah.
Roy?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So sadly, it's time for me to say goodbye. That will be all for this evening. Tambiet, and have a good night. Goodbye, Baoling. Thank you for joining our class.
See goodbye teacher. See you.
All right, see you next weekend. Goodbye.